Well, hello everyone. Hope you're all well. Hello, Terry.
How you doing? You all right?
Yeah, mate. What a day this has been. You've had a good hour on the football terrace, hour and a half. That was good. Good debate where you debated the players that are overrated, and it was quite amazing. I'm quite amazed that they come up with Pepe because it's his first season, and it needs time to adapt. And I think your choice was the perfect one. I think in Granit Xhaka. I mean, of course he's overrated because if you think about it, we rated him more than Kante because that's why we bought him. So he is definitely overrated, isn't he?
Exactly, mate. I totally agree with you, mate. Like I was trying to get my point of view across. Pepe's only been here for 8-9 months. So how can we overrate him? Anyway, Pepe I don't class Pepe under Emery anyway because Emery was just a total mistake of a manager. So you can't look at Pepe under Emery. So he's only been playing for like 10 or 11 matches under Arteta. So how can we say he's overrated? And also, Guendouzi shouldn't be in our first team at the moment anyway. But we haven't got no other midfielders or other players to put in that
problem. Exactly. I found in that debate, I think that just sums up our fan base. I mean, I think he should stick to ice hockey. The guy on the top corner, what's his name?
Who? Sorry.
What's his name? The one on the top there that was debating it. The Canadian guy.
Oh, the kid.
Yeah, I think stick to ice hockey, mate. If I was you. Because I think your knowledge of football is very, very poor. But anyway, how can I go? Let's talk about the transfers situation. This Jonathan Tah, is it? Yeah. Jonathan Tah?
Yep.
What do you reckon on that then?
Well, I mean, he's a central defender. I mean, he's playing at Bayern Leverkusen. To be honest, I don't really know much about him, Claude. If I'm being totally honest, I don't really know much about him. Do we need a central defender if we've got Saliba coming in? If you know what I mean, Is he a fantastic player? Is he really going to make our team much better? He's not in my eyes a big name that we need. That's the problem with Arsenal at the moment, in my eyes, is that we keep buying too many average players and hoping that they're going to turn around to be brilliant players. I think what we need to do is, personally, over the next couple of seasons, is buy 4 to 6 really, really top name players as well as other players. Average players like your Guendouzi, you know what I mean? That can come into a team and bed themselves in and not become a superstar straight away, because that's what's happening at Arsenal at the moment. We've got such an average team, and we're getting players come in like Martinelli. Don't get me wrong, I think he's going to be fantastic, but we can't rely on him to be our star player already this season or next season. What about yourself, Claude?
Yeah, it's a tricky one. I don't know much about him, to be honest with you. I mean, it is a tricky one, and we've been burnt before with these signings. And I would rather have someone like Upamecano. I mean, it's going to be very expensive. But we've got Saliba there. I think with Saliba and with the experience of David Luiz next to him, I think that's the best thing to do next season. Have a bit of experience. Yeah. I know he's not everyone's favourite player, Luiz, but he's got experience, and I think he can actually ease Saliba in next season. I think if you've got someone that's relatively unknown and it comes in with Saliba as well, we could have problems because there's one that's not. young kid that's not played in the Premier League, and then you've got another guy that's not played in there. So we might be back to the same old problems.
Yeah.
Me myself, we've now been a lot of talk about Thomas Partey. I'll definitely have a party if he comes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. There's another one that's good player to have, a strong player, and he's strong from what I see for Atletico Madrid. Could be the answer to our problems, because I'm not sure whether. I don't know about you. Do you think that Torreira is physically up to it at the moment? I'm not sure for the Premier League. I don't know.
Me personally, I think everyone knows by now. I'm quite a big Torreira fan, but the thing is with Torreira at the moment is that he's playing with players that are not good enough around him. Unfortunately, that's what the difference is. If you get someone in like Thomas Partey, you know what I mean, who's big, he's powerful, he's fast, he's got great talent. Then it automatically makes your midfield look that much better with them two. Do you know what I mean? We look like we've got a great midfield now. But with the players we've got at the moment, if we was just to keep Xhaka and Guendouzi and with Torreira and that, it's not that great. Because Torreira, unfortunately, has got to do 2 or 3 other jobs. Concentrate on his own job. That's my feeling on it. You've got Alex Wilden in the chat. How you doing, mate? Hope you're good. Thank you for your contribution. He's put Terry in the voice of reason. Why don't we get Dunk from Brighton? He is proven Premier League player.
Yeah, that's another option. And yeah, as you say, proven Premier League. This is what I'm worried about. If we get 2 players that are not actually proven in the Premier League, with Scalabrin still a young guy. I think next season, with him and Luiz, with Luiz's experience as well, I think this could be a good combination, because it seems like a strongly built player, but he needs experience with him.
Thank you for your comment, Matthew. That's very kind of you, mate.
Very nice.
It's a great show, Claude, and the guy on the left makes some cracking points.
Did I hear tonight? I heard that guy from, you say, from Canada, or the Canadian. Did I hear he said we should get rid of Aubameyang?
Yeah. Unfortunately, he did say we should get rid of Aubameyang. We should cash in now. And basically, with that cash, try and build a team. I can understand to a certain extent where he's coming from, Claude, but he's our main asset. And if you've got a main asset who's scoring goals in your team at the moment, who is your best player, like I was trying to make the point, we done that already. We done that with Van Persie. You know, he was at Arsenal. If we would have kept him for that another season, maybe that would have been us winning the league instead of Man United winning the league.
Yeah, well, this is the problem. You see, you can't. Yeah, the only thing I would say with that is if you're going to get rid of Aubameyang, you've got to get and if you're going to take the goals away from your forwards, then you've got to get someone that can score goals from midfield. Bring someone that will add goals in midfield to compensate for that. And someone that's going to score 15 goals from midfield. That's the only way you can compensate, because you're relying on what you got, Lacazette. Martinelli's still 18 years of age, so he's, it's a bit too much pressure to be putting on him to get 20 odd goals a season. So where's the goals going to come from? And unless you've got a good, solid, hold on a minute. Hold on, I've gone here. Unless you've got a solid midfield player, that phone call just put me on. Unless you've got a midfield player that can score goals from midfield, I don't think it's an option to let him go, to be honest with you. And it's all right saying bring Jovic in, but that's a big risk, man. To be honest with you, what's he doing? He's not exactly doing things at Real Madrid, is he?
No.
So come on, let's get it right. We've seen that before. They come over here and then they just completely we had that without Lucas Perez, didn't he? He came over. And what did he do?
Exactly.
So,
Melly Mo's put Claude. What do you think about the players rebelling against the board about their wages?
This is the problem with reducing the wages. Yeah, it's not going to happen. The only way I think that will happen, and I think Kevin Campbell made a great point about it, is if they defer the wages. When he means defer, he means they hold it back and then pay them when everything is back to normal again. But when is it going to be back to normal? It's a difficult one. I mean, he's not going to go into his money because it's a self-sustaining model. So he ain't gonna plow into his money at all. So it's a difficult one. It's I don't know. I don't think it's possible. I don't think it was gonna. It's not going to happen. It's not going to. I don't think the players will take a cut in wages unless they are deferring the wages.
Yeah. Okay. Wolves AWE TV put iCloud. How are you?
Very nice of Wolves, and they've done really well this season again. I'm expecting good. It's a shame about the season coming to its halted with all this going on, because they were doing really well. I think good side Wolves, and possibly I don't know what's going to happen if it gets voided. All that good work is going to go out the window, isn't it? But we'll see.
Yeah. Matthew Peck has put differences. Van Persie wanted to leave. Uber is only rumoured to want away. Not having Champions League football isn't an attractive option for world-class players. Yeah, you're totally right, Matthew. I totally understand where you're coming from there.
With the Aubameyang thing, yeah, this is a global fucking crisis come to money. Who's going to have the money to buy him? I mean, pay that money to. Are we going to just take 30 million? You might as well just let him run his contract then. If you're going to take 30 million for him, and just hope at the end of the season that we get Champions League and all that. But I mean, I can't. I don't think. I think we'll keep him at Chelsea, because I think with the global thing as it is, I don't think anyone's going to be offering big money.
Yeah.
Arsenal that's going to have the problems. Everyone's going to have problems.
Exactly, mate. With what's going on at the moment, you know, I can't see if the players ain't going to take a pay cut or they have it deferred or whatever. And we're talking about staff wages, how long this is going to go on for. How can we even talk about really going out and spending millions of pounds on transfers when, you know what I mean, we're talking about we can't afford to pay our own staff. So a lot of it really is a bit farcical. But, you know, we all want football back. So, you know, we're all hoping for new players and a new squad players to come in. CDH has put, Uber will sign a new contract, have faith. I really hope he does, mate, because for me, he is our most valuable player that we've got at Arsenal at the moment. And without him and his goals this season, you know, we would have been fighting relegation. We would have done, Claude.
Well, that's a great point. I mean, if you look at Aubameyang's goals, it's kept us not from going even further down the table. So yeah, of course, his goals have done that. And Dan Potts, what's Dan Potts? He's put something up. Can you get that up, Dan Potts?
I hope you're good, Dan Potts.
Our mate Dan Potts has come here.
I hope you're good, mate. Great show you done the other night with Alex.
Brilliant.
Yeah, really good, really good. Keep Uber. We won't replace him with 70 million. So one more year, and if we get Champions League, he will sign. Totally agree with you, Dan. Totally agree, mate.
Yeah.
We cannot be selling our best player and hoping to get other players in that will do the job for us. I mean, look how Arsenal fans are at the moment with Guendouzi, Pepe. They've only been here for like a year. What if these players that we go out and buy with Uber's money don't do the job like they have? Then what situation are we going to be in then, Claude?
No, I don't think. I mean, if we're going to get just 30 million, we might as well just let him go for nothing because it's just not worth it. Because if what are we going to get with that 30 million? We're going to get nothing. It's a global thing now. I don't think we're going to get any big money for him. So I think he'll be still here next season. To be honest with you.
I really do. Alex, I'm really good. Thank you. Thank you for asking, mate. He's asked you and all, Claude.
Yeah, nice to hear from you, Alex, and always a regular on here. Good man. Anyone else? It's
Lewis M is a good one. Thoughts on Newcastle takeover, Claude?
Well, that's been going on for years. That people have been threatening to take over, and he hasn't sold up. I mean, I think it's all right to say if someone comes in, but will they have that ambition to take the club forward? Will they have more ambition than what Ashley comes? That's what you've got to worry about. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I think they want someone that understands the city. I don't think maybe Ashley doesn't understand what they want, the Newcastle fans want.
Yeah. I totally agree with you, Claude. I think Mike Ashley needs to go. What he done in this lockdown with Sports Direct was absolutely disgusting. And if that is how he's running Newcastle, then I feel sorry for the Newcastle fans, to be honest, because he should have shut down. He didn't shut down, and he wanted to stay open and double the prices in his stores. I mean, absolutely disgusting. You know what I mean? So if that's how
that's true about doubling the prices, is that true?
Apparently it was, mate. It was all over Twitter. Well, I mean, it's not 100% truth.
He doesn't even need to do that because even to open the shop, because at the end of the day, there's a lot of stuff he can sell online, isn't it? And deliver. So I don't understand why he wouldn't want to do that, but that's his choice. I don't think I agree with you. It's not a nice way to treat, especially in this day and age, to treat people. But that's the way of the business, I'm afraid. As we all know, I think I think Seamus says that Ashley has accepted or negotiated a £300 million offer. Interesting. I'll tell you what, that's a good price for Newcastle because Newcastle's got a lot of scope there. Good fan base, good fan reach. If the right person takes over, he can really, really hit the heights because if you look at the fan base they got there, 50,000. If the right person comes in, 50,000 every week, they could go a long way. It's a great project to take over, but it needs the right person. That has got the ambition to take it forward.
Alex Wilden has put in, Claude, mate, Terry, let's go all out for Dunk and another proven Premier League player. Party would be good for us. I think, I think, Alex, if we could get Dunk and we could get Party and we could get another good name player, I like Grealish, I like Grealish. I think he would be a workhorse for us. He runs for 95 minutes. That's the sort of player we need in midfield. So if we can get someone like them free, that'd be a fantastic window, Alex, for me anyway. What about you, Claude?
Yeah, I think Dunk. I like Dunk. I think he's good. He's got the experience, Premier League experience. Very highly rated. I like Dunk, but I don't know whether we'll get him now. It's another thing.
We've got a man fan TV's, but Claude, I'm back. I rate you. You're a top man. I ain't going to ask another Koulibaly question, but it's a disgrace what position China have put Ilagro in. He is defo. Sorry, yeah.
And he's definitely good enough to play in force on here. Yeah, I think he's a good squad player to have. I don't know. I don't think he'll be first choice at United. But he's a good squad player to have in those circumstances. Melina's joined the chat. Hello, Melina. How are you, darling?
I hope you will, Melina. Thank you again for joining us, as well as a few others.
There's one Canadian that knows her football, you know.
We've got Steve FC7, George Graham or Arsene Wenger, and why? Claude?
George Wenger or Arsene Wenger? For me, you know, I love George Graham, and I think from what the resources he had, I would tactically as well. Won a European trophy, knew what to do in Europe. One of the greatest performances to go to Parma with the midfield he had and pull off a result like that. Incredible. I don't think anyone, and the Anfield. I don't as much as I rate Wenger when his first few years. Tactically, I don't think he would have pulled that Anfield one off. Different styles, but you've got to give Wenger credit as well. But he had a great group of players as well. Don't forget he did get a lot of Graham's back philosophy, and it was only when Tony Adams at Blackburn put him right. That season we lost that 3-1 at Blackburn. That was the turning point, the 97-98 season. Tony Adams says we want to do it our way, and he changed the whole way of playing defensively as well. So listen, I just feel that with Graham he could pull off a great result in Europe, and that proved it with against Parma. Parma were one of the top sides in Europe at the time. They had Brolin, they had who was it? They had so many top players at the time, and it was an incredible side, incredible. And he pulled that off with the midfield he had that night. Was it Morrow? Players like that in midfield. We pulled it off, my friend, and that's all credit to George. And to go to Anfield and win the way they did was incredible. I'm going to go for George, but Arsene in his first 10, 12 years was a genius as well. And I've got to say, I watched the video the other day of even that 208 side. If he only could get that back line sorted out, the 208 side, that was a good side as well, you know.
Yeah.
208 going forward, they were tremendous going forward.
Yeah.
But the back line, always that back line issue, wasn't it? It was that back line. And the goalkeeper. He must have cost us. He cost us that league that year. That bloody Almunia. It's good. Unbelievable, I don't know what happened there. When we lost Lehman, that was it for me.
I mean, let's be honest, Claude. I mean, even anyone in the chat room. I mean, Arsene Wenger was fantastic, right? He was fantastic. He was brilliant. But apart from Sol Campbell, all we got on a free, who else was world-class defender that we had that he bought?
Well, this is it. I mean, exactly. And you could, look at the rubbish that we were bringing in: Schillaci, Sylvester, Stepanovs. These are all players that cost us big time. They cost us big time, and that's where we went wrong. And the goalkeeper was rubbish. I think we'd have. I'm not being funny. If Lehman had stayed on that pitch in the final, I think we would have won it. I think that goalkeeper was awful. Almunia, absolutely awful.
Mm. No, I agree with you, mate. I agree. Got another question here for Dan Potts. Would Upamecano, Partey and Grealish allow us to cement top four, or might we challenge for more?
Yeah, I think these three players are. I'm more Maddison than Grealish, but the other two I like. Grealish is not too bad, but I would. The other two I do like. Yeah, I do like the other two. Yeah.
For me,
I'm a big Maddison fan.
Who?
I'm a big James Maddison fan. I am.
Yeah. For me, Dan, I think them three would be absolutely fantastic, and with obviously Saliba in the defence and all, seeing how he would turn out.
That's another big gamble. See, if Saliba's a massive gamble, and he's a very young player, so it's not gonna be as simple as saying he's gonna go in. So it's a massive gamble.
Yeah, no, exactly. But you got four. We've got him anyway, haven't we? We've bought him, so that's like four new players that we've got. If we had them three player.
Melina, what does Melina say on there? She was, come here, was it? It was one, yeah. Will be a great addition to the Arsenal, but that is unrealistic for me.
Yeah.
Thomas Part.
Yeah.
As for my exams with Cronky, not willing to spend a penny before and after the
Pandemic.
Sorry, that's as unrealistic as me getting all.
Just put as on my exams with not willing to
get away on my exams. Why not? I was hoping you would get A's. I thought you must be. This is what you're spending too much time on here. That's why you're not getting A's. You must get some A's. Definitely get A's.
You do fantastic. You'll do fantastic.
Yeah. Hopefully, but hopefully not. You don't get. It's not because you're watching too much of us. Your exams are failing.
Mally Mo has said, Terry, can you ask Claude who his favourite Italian player of all time is?
Oh, I love Baggio. Roberto Baggio. Love Roberto Baggio.
Yeah.
Love Roberto. And I love Claudio Gentile as well. Fucking great. No one beat Gentile. The way he just hacked Maradona and just took him to be a great defender. Great Italian team of 1982. They knew how to defend, that's for sure. And I love John. I like Pirlo. Pirlo is another great. But Roberto Baggio for me.
Roberto Baggio for me. I think he was fantastic. We've got a great question here. Oval. All great.
Yeah, I was at the Arsenal that day. Who was it we were playing? Was it we playing Newcastle at home? I think it was Newcastle at home. And we were coming out of that and heard about the tragedy. And because... and as we were coming out, it really shook everyone. That's all we were talking about. We forgot about the game because that was one of the worst things. That was terrible what happened at Hillsborough. It still plays on my mind. To me, a very... I don't know. It just didn't feel. I know we won it in '89. It felt great in one way.
Yeah.
But in another way, I don't know. It's. I will never know whether that was helped us win that league because they had all them games played in a week as well. I thought it was a bit of a handicap, but. But I'm gonna say that was a really horrible thing to happen, and I don't think they got their justice in the end, did they? Really? No. People should have hanged for that, for what happened. A lot of people got away with and the way the newspapers covered that was disgusting as well. So, horrible.
For me, I was in school still, and I was on a trip. I was on a trip at Butlins. We was there for a week, and I remember my school teacher coming up to me and telling, because obviously being a big football fan, he was a big football fan, and he come up to me and was telling me what had happened. Terrible, absolutely terrible. And I'd just like to say, everyone at Claude and the Bansters, we send our condolences to all the families that lost anybody at Anfield that day. So.
Yeah, it's coming up to the anniversary of that, isn't it?
Today, I think, the 15th.
Today.
Yeah.
Today,
yeah.
It was tragic. I know they have a remembrance every year at Anfield, don't they? They have some sort of remembrance. This year they can't do it, innit, because of the coronavirus. But it is sad. Flo, our friend from Australia, I sometimes get him on Instagram late at night, and he's in daylight. How are you, Flo? Hello, gents. Hope you guys are well. Claude has to be Totti. Yeah, Totti's a great player as well. There's another one there, another one. But I thought sometimes he was a bit lazy, but he was very good in the World. I thought in the World Cup when they won in 2006, I thought he played really well, and it was outstanding. But he could have that tendency to be late. but I another top player.
Melina's put, looking forward to the live stream tomorrow. Thank you very much, Melina.
Yeah, we've got some. We've got Robbie Lyle on from AFTV. We've got Sophie from who's worked on United Stand and has got her own channel now. I think it's hair dryer treatment, which is good. So I watch her play her when she has her little games of football, FIFA on FIFA. We've also got who else have we got?
Craig from Anfield.
Yeah, Craig from the Anfield Academy. So I'll be
Agenda.
Good. Sorry, mate. Agenda. Sorry, yeah. I'm getting mixed up with everything tonight. I do apologise, that Craig. Anfield Agenda, and a very good. I was watching that the other night, and very moving. And I know he's going through a lot of issues at the moment, and I know what you're going through, Craig, because I go through them myself. And stay strong, mate, and we're looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Sorry about it. I've just got these.
Right, mate.
I'm thinking of why Academy comes into my head. I don't know.
But, mate, no problem, is it? Yeah, so that we're doing that to raise money for the NHS. So what we'll do is tomorrow, seeing as we've got a super chat here, Zane, if you do come in, what we would like to ask everyone, instead of giving us super chats, we'd like you to just contribute a little bit, if you can, whatever you can, to the web page that we'll put out tomorrow.
Even if it's £1, or £1 or whatever, it'd be nice, you know.
Exactly.
Any little donation will go a long way, and anything would be great. I've started the ball rolling, not much money, but what I got, and I put in this morning. So whatever you got, even little, even if it's a little amount, it doesn't matter. Just anything would be great, because these people deserve it. They've put so much in, and I'm really looking forward to it. Should be good.
It'd be a great night. It's actually live now. So if you go over to Claude and the Banksters Twitter or Instagram page, you'll be able to see the link there and contribute now if you would like.
6:30 tomorrow. What does Zane say with his super chat, by the way? Thank you very much again, Zane. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Why does everyone go on about Greedy? He plays for a pub team and he's overrated. I would take you. I wouldn't take him at Arsenal. Well, there we go. There's a plot. There's a lot in what you're saying, Zane. I feel the same as he's like a big fish in a small pond, isn't he, at Villa? I'm not sure whether he would adapt to Arsenal. Well, we'll see if he does. I mean, it's a long way. Do you know what though? With these players though, we're not even able to play our own players at the moment. It seems. So I don't know how we're going to buy these players, but still. Tom's put a point up. Thank you, Zane, for that as well. Tom's put a point. Where is Ty? Ty wants to stay out of the equation at the moment. He's how can I put it? He just doesn't want to concentrate. He's very sad that people are dying, and he just wants to keep low key at the moment.
Alex, that would be lovely if that was right. Sorry, Claude. That would be lovely if you want to do that. That would be absolutely brilliant.
Yeah. No, don't go too mad, because it's
low key 73
can afford,
Low key 73 has put the 99-year-old English army captain he's made over 7 million now. Low key, he's made over £7 million. What?
99 years old. What's that? I can't believe it.
I mean, he's gone through 2 world wars. He was in hospital with this coronavirus. He's beat it. He's come out, and now he wanted to just raise. I think it was something like £100,000 for the NHS. And to be fair, he's got Piers Morgan behind him, which is fantastic. Who's been shouting him out on GMTV. And absolutely brilliant, and he's raised £7 million now for the NHS. Absolute brilliant.
Well done, and shows you Out of all these tragic events, have good things.
Flo, I'll work it out for you, mate, and I'll let you know on an Instagram video later.
Yeah. If you have, don't worry, Flo. It's I think what it is, they have to press in the links below in it or something. I don't know how it works. You'll explain it anyway tomorrow anyway. I think you need to go in it, you need to get going, don't you? Are you all right?
Yeah, I'll give it 5 more minutes. 5 minutes to go.
All right, Claude, do you think Steven Gerrard is the greatest English midfielder? Love the work you do. It depends how far back you go. Greatest English midfielder. All right, there's Brian Robson. There is
greatest ever.
It's a hard one. There's a lot. There's Glenn Hoddle. You know what I'm saying? There's all these players. There's fantastic talent. Gerrard. What about you, Harry?
I don't know. Well, this one ties in and all. It says Claude, not ties in, but it says, Claude, did you ever see the Busby Babes in action? How was the Arsenal team compared to them?
Are you joking me? I'm not that old. But from what I've seen on the film, they were amazing team. But no, I can't compare because I never really got to see them.
Saying I totally agree with you. If he goes to United, I would never forgive him either.
Yeah, I think Curtis Shaw is in the building. Curtis Shaw, look.
Shaw, everyone, go and follow Curtis Shaw. He's a top man, top bloke.
Your world, Claude. Can't believe you left Thierry Henry out. Your all-time Arsenal.
I didn't, Curtis. I didn't, mate. I didn't.
Did I leave him out?
Was it? Did you? Who did you?
I didn't.
I can't remember.
Did I leave? No. Who did I go for, Curtis? Remind me. I thought we agreed that we went with Henry and Bergkamp, didn't we?
We had Bergkamp. Yeah.
I think. Yeah. You know what? He's thinking that I'd done one originally, didn't I? I'd done one before, and then when we went, we came to an agreement because I was thinking about Ian Wright, wasn't I? And he's right. You can't pick everyone. Can't pick it, and it's only a matter of opinion, Mr. Curtis. And by the way, don't keep going on at me after missing that open goal in the final. Don't bloody start on me.
Melina's put Curtis Shaw at Curtis Shaw TV. Hope you're well, Curtis. Keep up the great work, mate. Top striker for AFTV. Well, not according to Claude.
Yeah, he was until he missed that sitter in the final.
No, he was. You're right.
He's a good striker. He's not a bad striker. He's a good striker.
Alex, we would love to have you on for tomorrow's show, mate, but it looks like we're going to be full up with big hitters, unfortunately, mate. But we would definitely try and get you on soon, mate. And big up yourself for working in the
tomorrow we've got too many of them. But definitely in the future, I'll have you on, Alex. Don't worry. Sorry about that, Alex.
Big up yourself for working in the NHS and as a porter, mate. I hope you're doing well, mate.
Well done, Alex. Well done.
We've got a super chat from Chadwick Moffat. Hope you're good, mate. Thank you for your contribution. Hopefully you can't get the virus from afar. Some bloke from the market, rich one, and I could smell it through my mask. Some people's nasty.
Oh my God!
Sames put Gaza was the best. Oh, Gaza, yeah.
There's another one. Yeah, there's another one.
Yeah.
There's another one. Yeah.
Right.
I think what's this one? No, there's another one. Have we covered the super chats? Oh.
Yeah, we covered the super chats.
Oh, so why are government handing out badge honours to key workers, NHS staff, and other workers should be getting PPE pay rises before a badge? I don't understand that. What's he saying?
Well, he said. Also, why are government handing out badges of honours to key workers, NHS staff and other key workers should be getting PPE pay rise and test before a badge? Yeah, I totally agree with that. I totally agree, mate.
Okay, mate. Okay, so Terry, I'll carry on for another 5 minutes. I'll let you go, mate.
Yeah. No.
Thanks for coming on. I know you've got to get to work now, so
No, I'm looking forward to tomorrow night.
Some people got to do real work, haven't they? So,
sorry, mate.
Some people got to get on with real work.
Yeah, exactly. No, I just want to say thank you for having me on again. Thank you for everyone in the chat, all our regulars. I hope you're well. Thank you for Dan Potts, Curtis Shaw, Melina, Cheddars, Seamus, all the others that have been in there and all. Really appreciate you contributing and helping our channel go forward. I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. See everyone tomorrow night at 6:30. Big channel, big show tomorrow night. And hopefully we try and make as much money as we can. You know, just donate £1 if you can, or anything you can towards the NHS. Everything helps. These people are putting their lives on the line to save us. You know what I mean? So I'm really looking forward to it. Claude, thank you very much, mate. And I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, mate. And I'll just ask a few more questions and then I'll be off myself. But take care, man. Drive safely, yeah?
Yeah, thank you very much. See you later on, mate. Bye.
Cheers, mate. Bye-bye. Anyway, that's Terry gone. He's going to have to go driving tonight for a few hours. Right. I'll just do a few more comments before I go. Anyone, be safe, everyone. Thank you for that. Let's have a look here. No, this is... yes, that's right. It was not an Arsenal 11. The revamp says Premier League 11. I went for Drogba because of overall. I think because of in the big European final we produced. Maybe I was a bit harsh there, but it's all about opinions. Yeah. Cheers. Let's have a look. And Zane says, what's the matter with this thing here? Right. No, I didn't log. Why does that come up here? I don't know what's happening there. Some Bully. I've not seen Bully's looking after his mum who's not been very well. Melina, all-time Arsenal favourite Arsenal kit. Do you know what, Melina? When we didn't have the sponsor and we just had the gun, to me was the best. I don't like all these sponsorship. So the old red and white shirt, just a normal red and white shirt was perfect for me because but in them days people didn't go around in shirts, did they? They just went around with scarves. Now everyone's wearing shirts. I just like the old normal red and white, all this chain kits for me. I don't know, it's not for me, but anyway, that's just my opinion. Right. Right. Nathan, did you hear Sonny's video saying you stole his crew and looking for sympathy vote? Right. Do you know what? If that's what he thinks, I'll tell you what happened. I'll tell you exactly what happened. We fell out. I've left him alone for 3 or 4 weeks now. I've not spoken to the guy, and suddenly I'm to blame for everything. It wouldn't be surprising if he blamed me for coronavirus as well. He's blaming me. He's gone on video saying I'm at fault for this, I'm at fault for that. Yeah, I've not spoken about his channel. I've left his channel alone. I've concentrated on my own channel. Yeah, all I hear him is having digs at my channel every so often. But I've left him alone because I thought, no, I won't respond to him. But now I'm hearing that he's saying I'm to blame for this, I'm to blame for that. I'm even to blame for what his copyright strike on AFTV. So, you know what? You know how I look at it? Good luck to him with his channel. I don't wish anyone any harm. I'm getting on with my channel, and that's how I'm looking at it. I'm looking forward to tomorrow night. I'm looking forward to the national health thing tomorrow night, giving something to the workers at the national health, and I'm looking forward to that. But as for stealing his crew or looking for sympathy, no, he didn't want his crew in the first place. He told them to get out. They came to they were going to start a new channel. I said, "Come on, mine. I wanted to improve my channel, so it was a win-win situation. So they come on my channel. I'm happy to have them on my channel, and that's it. There was no stealing at all about it. He got rid of them. So there we go. That's all I'm going to say on it. I've got no more to say than that. To say just for him just to concentrate on his channel. I'll concentrate on mine, and that's it. That's all I'm going to say on the matter. Good luck with the show tomorrow, bro. Thank you, Curtis. Thank you so much, mate. Hopefully we can raise some money. It's a thing I wanted to do. I wanted to do. It was I want to do something. I want to give something back, because what it is, and I'm going to be on it. I can't believe the amount of sacrifice. They're making a lot of sacrifices out there. In fact, you hear of a few of them dying as well, doing their work, and you can't thank them enough for what they're doing. All we have to do, all our job is to stay indoors and not go out. You know what I'm saying? So we should appreciate what they're doing as well. And if we can all stay indoors a few more weeks, instead of going all out, running out in parks and doing this, what we could get, things can get sorted out quicker. But what am I to say? I'm just so thankful for what they're doing for us. And incredible, absolutely incredible. That's it for tonight. Thank you very much. Hope you're all gonna. I hope you all stay nice and safe. Come back tomorrow night, 6:30. We are on. As I say, we've got Robbie Lyle. We've got we've got the men from Liverpool, the Anfield boy from Liverpool, Craig from Liverpool, and we've got Sophie from United Standalwell, and her own. She's got her own channel now, but she was with the United, and she's a good player. She's a good footballer as well. She's the one that chipped the ball over DT's head, and but DT's recovered from that, and now he's the manager of the team that won the Blood Brothers League. Well done to him for that. Right, take care, everyone. Good night. God bless. See you soon.